Okay, looks like I'm live. Hey, what's good, everybody? Hope you guys are all well. As you can see, it's a little cold in here where I'm at, right? If anyone hops in the chat, I'll open it up for any questions if you want me to pull a card for you. Um, Also, I'm gonna do this giveaway that I'll put I'm posting a video for the podcast episode 179 where I give the details. So if you want to check that out. Okay. So on that note, let me start it off with the spirit animal deck. There's been a lot of spirit animal things popping up. So let me start off with that, right? Whether in dreams or all that stuff, maybe even the clouds, right? Even the clouds have been showing little spirit animals, all this stuff. So let's see for the collective. What spirit animal wants to pop up? Man, even right now that it's cold, these cards get stuck. This is the deck I gotta get a new spirit animal deck because this is the deck I literally use the least because, you know, they just get stuck together, right? Oof. Wow. Way too much. That was just way too much. So, let me shuffle these. Or whatever was on top. Lizard spirit. Dream the world into being. I like it, right? I was seeing a lot of zeros yesterday, and that kind of goes with even that's a 12-3, right? Communication, lizard spirit. Dream the world into being. Oh, look, he has like little wings and stuff. Interesting. What is it like? I don't know. They did it like chameleon mixed with a regular lizard and all these other things. They got creative with it, right? I don't know. Are dragons considered a lizard too? So yeah, maybe right now it's a time to literally create what you want to create, right? Even in the one I'm gonna post the podcasting, that's what I'm talking about. Like how I had a whole reset. So, maybe it's a collective energy right now. Well, I grabbed this, I reached for this deck without thinking. So let me see what this one has to. Well, here, I know there has to be a message with that one. 38 Lizard Spirit. And it opened up pretty much right to the page. So let me see Lizard Spirit. Dream the world into being. When was the last time you basked in the sun and allowed yourself to daydream, to imagine what might be and who you might become? Lizard spirit appears when you are called to let your imagination flow and dream something new. Inspiration is available to you now if you are willing to slow down and let your eyes close a little, allowing ideas to dance in your head. What might come into being if you were to pursue your dream? How might you grow and expand if you allowed yourself to dare to believe in the impossible, making it possible first in your dreaming mind and then in the world as you co-create with spirit. Give in to the power of imagination and soon your dream will become clearer. The steps will reveal themselves and what was eph- ephemeral will begin to coalesce into form. Dream it and be it. Spirit asks you to dare to dream big. Wow. I like it. And that's funny because I have this song I had done called Dream Big, I think. And it came up not too long ago. And I've been wanting to re record it because it's when I barely started recording myself when the studio closed down during like oh no, it was before that. But I was starting to record myself and the recording, it sounds so like horrible, right? That, hey, good morning, Green Tea, Foxy. Hope all is well. Yeah, and it was like when I had started trying to record it in a home studio, and it just it's such a great song, but it sounds horrible like the recording, right? Like compared to how I could record now. So that's funny that's talking about dreaming big, and that's Okay, so wow, this came out last time, so that's interesting. 19 air, breathing mindfulness, I guess still, right? And I know I gotta go get to my yoga class right now too, so that's gonna be me in a couple hours. Or less than a couple hours. Breath and mindfulness. Yeah. Oh, I never noticed that. The Ankh, right? That's what she has right there. That's funny. And look at the belly button. I hadn't even noticed that. Ah, I like it. Hmm, I like it. Breath and mindfulness. Ah, well, let me read it and then I'll pull some regular tarot. And oh yeah, and if you have any, you want me to pull a card for you, just let me know and I'll pull a card for you. Green Tea Foxy. So, okay, number 19, air, breath, and mindfulness. Air is the most basic element of all life here on Mother Earth, and it is found in the medicine wheel's north direction, which governs the intellect. Much like how the spirit world can be perceived yet be unseen, air is experienced as the subtly constant pressure that we feel all around us, but which can never fully be taken in visually. It is with each breath taken that we connect to a pulse of energy released by all life. Air is the only thing humans cannot live without for more than a few minutes, and our need for oxygen through the sacred rhythm of breath can teach us about the importance of breath work, meditation, mindfulness, and prayer. It is through our adjustment in the tempo and texture of our breath that we can release tension, increase relaxation, and connect to higher levels of divine energy from the Great Spirit. Through your connection to spirit and the remembrance of your own divinity, you will realize how important it is to breathe and sincerely speak prayers into existence. Speak your truth, speak good words, and listen to the messages that can be felt but not seen. If you have drawn the air card today, it is a reminder to breathe, just breathe. Consider practicing mindful breath work and meditation today. Focus on your breath and be aware of the prayers you say before you express them out loud. Remember, as you speak your words into existence, do so with unconditional love in your heart and without fear. I love it. Hey, Rebecca. Good morning. So yeah, I love that, right? And as I was reading that right now, it was like it made me so mindful of it that I was like, oh wait, I'm reading and I'm forgetting to breathe while I'm reading all that. So yeah, so if you just tuned in, I'm just doing a collective reading. If you want me to pull a card for you, let me know. Let's get food happening so everyone seems to be talk full disclosure. Okay, let me ask that. Full disclosure. Okay. So Rebecca wants to know if full disclosure. Like full disclosure with, well, I'm sure they know what you what you're asking. So I feel wow, two cards popped out, right? Um, I guess yeah, right. I don't know which exactly the subject, but the heart, right? That's the heart chakra. So something that's gonna, I guess, whatever disclosure comes out is gonna affect people in that good way, and because of people's perseverance. So I guess that has to do with people pursuing that, right? So maybe that's the message too, is when people search for the truth with their heart, right? There's something, right? Because with their heart, right? Because sometimes, yeah, right? Like, for example, when the truth is concealed and people get hurt around that, right? So this is it's gonna be healing for some people with what when truth starts coming out, right? And this card came out behind it. Yeah, slow moving, absolutely. But perseverance, that's what perseverance, right? Like, obviously sometimes people don't want to reveal the truth, right? So for the collective, I guess take if you want to take it, even though I guess oh, like the aliens, okay, well yeah, I guess through the perseverance, right? All that stuff has already came out. It's just it's it on people, right? It's all around us, right? It's just a frequency, really. I mean that they're always there, right? They're always there. They're just at a different frequency, right? And so we can all see them. Like if we really like right now, right? Anybody can really, if you're in that energy, right? But for the collective to start seeing them, I mean, obviously it's like that. Either we have to raise our vibration or they have to kind of come into a lower earth vibration that's more um like connected to the masses for them. But see, again, there's the things with, are they gonna do like the fake because that was one of my dreams, right? It was like it looked like a hologram, right? So are they gonna start presenting, so then you have to tap in regardless to know what's real and what's not, right? Because if they start showing UFOs in the sky, it's not like we're gonna fly up there and touch it to see if it's a real UFO or not, right? Because that's one of the dreams I had like a couple years ago, where everyone's looking up while things were happening over here. Everyone's looking up, and it was all like a hologram, right? So that was, yeah, that was like something a couple years ago. And this came out with it, right? See, like it's someone all. So this is them always, right? Like they don't want to show, because that came out with the other card. See, the throat chakra, see, so the communication, and someone's all stubborn. Like obviously they don't want to show us the truth. I know what this card means, like in tarot, right? But it was the question that Rebecca asked, right? So it's like yes and yes, but obviously I think the universe, this I noticed in my just regular life in dealing with people. Things that weren't shown before are being shown, almost like people's words are slipping up, right? So I'm just like, wow, I think the universe is pushing for people to blurt out the truth whether they want to or not. I think that's what's happening right now. And I seen that in my own life where it's like, wait a second, like where people that probably were showing a whole different reality, it's like the universe just began to show it on its own, right? Like, because it's hard, I guess, not everybody could keep up the illusion forever, right? They try, but the illusion can't really stay up forever. And it's part of us too, right? We choose to believe the illusion because it's more convenient, right? It's less scary. I mean, have how many people have really wanted to see, right? Because I think when people really want to see, then we're all gonna see, right? Yeah. So yeah, that's hopefully that you know. Why? I guess I don't know. Hopefully it answered it. Oh, iceberg slow moving. Oh, okay. But persistent. Yeah, that makes sense. Hey, Brittany, how's it going? Yeah, if anyone else wants, absolutely. I know that was a long answer, but yeah. Because, it's like on the other, because I've had dreams, of the UFOs flying all casually, like over LA and everything, right? Like for a while, they were real consistent a couple years ago. So I thought it was going to happen sooner, but I know it's coming eventually, but I don't know. See, maybe it's tight again, right? Another yes with the throat chakra, and see it's someone in power, like they hold when they want to disclose stuff, right? But it shouldn't even be like that, right? Because we can see things, um, you know, we can we can see things. A lot of us could already see things, obviously, right? Like especially if you're here, obviously you're someone that's tapped in spiritually, right? I think most people that I'm thinking most people that watch like readings and all that already have some kind of connection, right? So yeah, so oh wow, I never noticed how. See, it's like the whole city is behind, right? Wow, I never noticed that. Imagine that, all this time looking at that card, and that's so crazy. I always saw them like sitting on a throne, right? Like, oh, we control everything, but I never seen like all the city behind. That's pretty crazy. See, so they have the illusion themselves too that they they control everything, but obviously they don't. Okay, so I don't know if they still want to stay on that subject or what else does the collective need to know right now? That's crazy. And it's funny because, yeah, absolutely, Brittany. See, even this came out lies, right? That's funny, the lies. So look at, it's almost like in the way right now because of what we're talking about. It's almost like they're gonna throw us something. See, like the two swords, right? They throw us crumbs, but then look at all that real information, right? They take, and it's like, look at them over there. Like how I said, right? Like showing a hologram in the sky, and everyone's looking up, looking at what they're showing us when all the things are going on all around, right? That was like the dream. See, so they always keep us. We shouldn't even be looking to them, right? Like about like yeah, who cares what they disclose when there's already been tons of people that have already talked about. Um, one thing that I felt like did they like did they take me? It was crazy because someone else I interviewed, they had the same experience, right? We were at this place in this facility and they described it, but they didn't want to say it on interview, right? 'Cause you know me, I don't care, I say whatever. But when I was at this place, I don't know what made me mention it to them, and then after I hit stop on the interview, after they were like, "Oh, I was at that same place." But to them, they said they started running and then they stopped them. Like, bam, they snatched them up before they got out. And me, I was all cool. I was like, whatever, right? Whatever things they were doing, I didn't care, But so I think a lot of us have already had these experiences, right? We're taken to facilities or freaking spaceships or whatever, wherever they take us. And then, so, it's already there. It's just, so I think we have to stop caring about what they say and if we share enough about our experiences and not be afraid of it, then yeah, we don't need no disclosure from them because we already know the truth, right? Let me see the lies that they say. Yeah. So what did you channel, Brittany? If you want, I don't know if you want to share that, but let me see. Okay. Any other collective reading, or are you guys gonna? I don't know if it seems like now these cards just want to stay on this one. Okay, here we go. So right now, collective. Maybe there's nostalgia stuff, right? There's remembrances of the past and there's the heart, right? Who knows? Maybe right now it's a good time to to connect with old maybe dreams. Oh no, that's the first thing that came out, right? The dream, the lizard thing, right? It was all about the dream. So that's how the whole reading started, right? So I always love these little sandwiches, right? It was about dream the world into being, right? So maybe there's something that you had left behind, right? Or person, what always take it how it resonates, right? Sometimes people can come back changed and all this and that, but you know, I kind of like the the dreaming about old things, whether you did music, writing, maybe you wanted to be a ventriloquist or you wanted to do some ice skating, whatever thing, right? Maybe it's gonna come back right now for the collective. It's a time of being able. Oh, it's a 9 year, right? So maybe I've mentioned before how I stayed at a job that I was miserable at for exactly 9 years, right? And then I got a new start. And yeah, it was like a whole, and then I started pursuing things I was more passionate about and hit my heart space, right? So maybe with this 9 year, people are really, maybe just went through that, right? Like a whole cycle of doing things that they didn't want to do. And maybe that energy's coming, right? About following something you're more passionate about. But if you don't do it, then maybe you're gonna get stuck in a whole nother cycle again, which always sucks, right? Card out the deck. Channel, okay. Bluebird. Of Golden Girls. What's like that show Golden Girls? Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. I mean, it doesn't have to be like, years, right? It could be you know, it's just about when you learn the lesson, right? And look at what's on the right, the wheel, right? Because it turns, and I think when the wheel turns, that's it, right? I know the world, right? When the world completes, there's no going back for sure. But oh, and it's a number 10 too, right? You just said the 10. That's so funny. There's the wheel. But yeah, it doesn't have to be right. It's all about how fast we learn the lesson, right? See, there's the devil lying that you're stuck when you're not, right? Oh, always forget to block it, right? So my thing doesn't get you know, flagged or whatever. But yeah, yeah. That's so funny. I keep every time I'm splitting the deck like this, it's like telling the story, and then the lovers came out, which is really called the choice, right? So okay, there are no strange splits. So you could choose the devil or the lovers, right? The which is really just the choice, right? Making the choice for what feels fulfills your heart better. Okay, so let me pull out unless anyone has a question. Let me see how long have I been on here already? Because I know I've been staying on. Okay, 20 minutes. Yeah, if anyone else wants me to pull a card for them, if not, then let me pull another one and then I'll get an overall message and then we could close it out. Logros. See, logros is almost like miracles, right? Or accomplishing things. So maybe that, right? Once you start following your passion and all that stuff, creating, I guess, and again, right? It's a pentacle. So, pentacles, obviously, we think of the earth signs as a little more like Taurus, right? Taurus, it's like the bull, right? The bull starts to move slowly, but once it gets going, like, you're not going to stop a bull, right? At going full charge, right? So, I think overall, this is the collective. If people start pursuing their dreams, it might be slow moving, but look at the third eye, right? So you have to not only see the vision, but see the vision, right? Know, like once you see it, like really tap in and know that it's there, right? It's waiting for you. Like that's part of the whole thing of coming to this earth, right? Having a vision, and then you inspire others, right? It's a little deeper than that, right? Than just grandpa. I mean, in my head, I heard that yes, he's okay. He's just getting old, right? Like I don't know. That's kind of like they just kind of that's what I heard, right? He's just getting old. Let me see, but I'll pull a card. Let's see what I like this deck because it's very to the point, right? Yes, no, maybe. So let me see. Springy's grandpa, good. I know you guys. Yes, see, and almost like that, right? Someone just standing there, like I don't know. I feel like he's good, right? Just getting old. How old is your grandpa? I mean, this isn't a Leo, but it's still a fire sign, so I don't know. 87. Yeah. So, I think we just worry, right? When we see I think the reason they said yes, he's just getting old is because like that, like there's nothing like abnormal about what's happening with him, right? I think that's what they're trying to tell me. That uh wow, you should go with him for sure. I would think, right? That sounds cool. Arrowhead hunting. Yeah, why not? Okay, let me see. So what? Oh, this deck. I haven't used this deck in a while. I'm gonna use the Sacred Forest, right? Wow, you're talking about hunting, so that's funny. I'm gonna use this Sacred Forest one. For a while I like this deck because that's when all these little things were appearing to me, right? So this one has like fairies and all this other stuff, right? And dragons and I was having all these very otherworldly type experiences when I got this deck. So wow, well, two kind of flipped over, but actually three. But since this one came out on top, I'm gonna just read this one, right? But first, it was refuge, right? So maybe that, right? Hey, arrowhead hunting, right? Go into the enchanted fern grotto. 16, right? Go out to nature, connect with nature. Activation, right? Maybe while being there, you're gonna feel like an activation. And there's the 36, which adds up to 9. See, maybe look at all the little fairies, right, rolling around on the activation. Spirit guardian of spring activation. And then this one. So I kind of like it the way that goes, right? Getting out to nature, you activate and you come back with the wisdom, right? 27, that adds up to 9 too. So wow, that's pretty cool. Oh, 799. Wisdom again. See, you're gonna come back like a fairy with the little wings. I like it. All right, so let me read that one and then we'll close it out. My glasses for this one. Let me see, 20. Okay, Our Spirit Wisdom. The sun has set and you feel remarkable transformation occurring. Your body shape shifts into an owl. Oh wow, so you are the owl. That's pretty cool. Ah, like it more now. You shape shifts into an owl. You stretch out your huge wings and silently soar to the top of the tallest pine tree and look over the moonlit forest. Your ability to see the smallest details, even in the darkness, is remarkable. Your sight expands and you see luminous light bodies of the spirit of the forest. They signal you with love and compassion. Abounding insight, profound majesty, and grace are available to you now, simply by pulling your awareness inward. Ancient wisdom is emerging. You know the truth. Trust your intuition and perceptions right now. You are a truth seeker. Look at what were we talking about? Truth with Rebecca's question and everything. Wow, that was the whole theme, like that. So I like it when there's a little sandwich, right, to end the reading. You are a truth seeker and a truth sharer. The excellent side of an owl in the darkness corresponds with your ability to perceive the reality of a situation, even in the murkiest of conditions. When this card chooses you, you are at the advent of a time of profound illumination and transformation. The owl sits at the shoulder of Athena and Merlin, revealing sacred truth. In some native cultures, the owl is called the night eagle, for it has the majesty of the eagle, but works silently in the darkness of night. This card can also mean that it's time to embrace your dark side as well as your light. Through doing so, you will be in balance. The spirit of the owl says, trust in your ability to see the deepest truth in situations and it's in people. Wisdom is growing within you in mysterious ways beyond your awareness. This is a good time to sign up for inspirational courses. Messages from spirit are all around you. Look for them and trust what you feel. So there it is. Yeah, absolutely. Amanda, let me pull a card for you. Do you have a specific question or you just want me to pull um like any card? And also if you want me to pull from a specific deck, let me know. I mean, I could use this one unless you want me to use the regular tarot. Make sure I didn't leave any card out. What should you focus on at this time? Okay. Whoa. Wow. That's very right, because that's the Leo card in the regular strength, ancient oak spirit strength number 2. Look at it has wow, look at how cosmic all the little things. Strength. Let's read it. Let's see what number 2 strength. So if you're going through something, they want you to be strong. Ancient oak spirit. Walking softly into the forest, you can hear the deep. What in the world? Som Sominous voice of the oak. Is that a word? Somorous? I don't know. I never heard that word. When the great oak spirit speaks, the forest becomes still and listens. Although you may not be consciously aware of them, powerful and profound messages seep into your soul and can be felt in the core of your being. So maybe you've been getting a lot of messages right now. Oh, okay. So maybe you've been getting a lot of messages, whether you realize it or not, and maybe they want you to sit still like the oak and really, really soak it in, right? This card represents standing strong in your truth. It appears as a sign that you need to step into your strength, or conversely, when you are responding to a situation with too much strength. So okay. So maybe if you're too headstrong about something, almost like seeing someone else's perspective, right? Or just taking a breath, right? The breath and mindfulness came out earlier. So recall how a strong wind will cause the flexible willow to bend, but the rigid oak branch to break. The appearance of ancient oak spirit may also foretell mystical experiences ahead. Okay, so maybe things are going to start opening up more spiritually. Oak spirit acts as a reminder of the wellspring of power within you. Traditionally, this tree has symbolized endurance, strength, mystical wisdom, courage, and nobility. Remember that inner strength means speaking your truth without guile or over explaining yourself. It means living with full authenticity, even if everyone seems against you. The oak tree doesn't need to overtly declare its power, it just is. Wow, I like that. There may be a blockage in your life or one soon to come. Now is the time to amass your inner strength to move beyond it. This is a card of good fortune. If a dream has eluded you, know that you have the fortitude to achieve your goals. Help from mystical realms is at hand. Believe in your own inner strength without what are believe in your own inner strength. What are currently obstacles will be tomorrow's stepping stones to success. Wow, I like that. The spirit of the ancient oak tree says, you are wise and strong beyond measure. Stand firm and rooted where you are. Speak your truth. You are intuitively guided in the right direction. So hopefully that helped. Um, yeah, hopefully that resonated. Let me know for sure. Yeah, sure, Esmeralda. Did you have a certain question, or you just want me to pull a card and see what comes out? Let me know. If not, then I'll just pull. Absolutely, you're welcome anytime. Oh, thank you, Green Tea Foxy. Yeah, hit the like button. Thank you. Appreciate it. Okay, just see what comes out for Esmeralda. Let me see. Okay. Well, that's interesting because I mean I shuffled right now so many times. And then I'll pull another one, but it's funny because this was the collective energy, right? This card came out earlier and it came out again. You know, when it comes out again, it's just because I'll shuffle and it's just, but I'll pull another one just because. But I don't know, perseverance. I don't know what you're going towards right now, but it seems to be something that's attached to your heart, right? Heart chakra. And it's just persistence, right? Patience, persistence. I don't know if you've been really focused on work, right? I mean, during the holiday seasons, a lot of people would just, you know, go hardcore with work because, whether they're saving up to buy stuff, right? Christmas, all this stuff or whatever. But, at that bottom, that's interesting. It says time heals all wounds too. So I don't know if you were wounded in any way, right? Like if you had kind of a disagreement with somebody and you felt wounded, I guess that's just a reminder, right? I don't know why that got my attention at the end. So I don't know if you were wounded or had conflict with anyone, right? Okay, let me pull one more then. Just because, okay, see, you could see I'm shuffling, right? So it's funny that that card came out again. Okay, here we go. Another, I mean, I feel like that was the card that was supposed to come out. Oh, another, I mean, hmm, intelligence. Are you someone that would consider themselves, that you're in control of things, right? Are you in a power position? Are you dealing someone with someone like that? But regardless, it's just being persistent, right? Oh, yeah, okay. So maybe if you're in the process of healing, maybe you dealt with somebody like that was very controlling, and now you're in a healing phase. So, oh, okay. Well, there it is then. Okay, so maybe this is you then, right? Just patience, and you'll be sitting on your throne in no time, right? Or your new vehicle. Or house, right? Yeah. So on that note, I'll end it there. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Thank you to everybody that asked questions. It's an honor, right, to be able to read for you and connect with your energy. And yeah, yeah. Thank you to Green Tea Foxy for reminding people to hit the like button. So I appreciate that. And yeah, I'll see you all soon. Have a great day, right? Don't forget to you know, breath and mindfulness. And right now is a perfect time, right? This was the first card that came out. Dream the world into being, right? Create right now. Create. And it's funny because even that, right? The 11, right? It's like a gate. That was coming up a lot, right? Even something, it was like 11 kept coming up for me, right? And you look at it like doors, portals, right? So, walk through that portal to create your dreams, right now. So I think it's perfect time. And on that note, have a great day. Have a lovely week, but I'm sure I'll get on here again, if not tomorrow, maybe, but we'll see. Okay. Take care, everybody. Thank you.